All right, so Stuart, let me paint you a picture. You're going into a church with our team, and maybe it's the first time you've ever been in that church. And you walk in, you say hi to the pastor, you make sure that the thermostat's adjusting.
Yes. Inside joke.
All right, so Stuart, let me paint you a picture. All right, so you're going into a church with our install team, probably the first time you've ever been in the church. And you get inside, you meet the pastor, you talk about what's kind of going on. And then usually the first thing you say is, hey, can we see the sound booth? We kind of want to see where we're going to be working.
Sure.
All right. Now you walk up to the sound booth, and maybe it's cool and it even has a door. And you open the door. What do you usually see in the sound booth?
Yeah, so we get a lot of frantic phone calls. Nothing's working. Everything's just crazy. Or another scenario is, yeah, I'm new here.
Right.
And I just got hired. And, boy, I inherited a system.
Yeah, that's usually a good
And so,
sign.
yeah, a lot of time first off, we've got an amazing guy that works for us that his mojo is wires and termination and making things look clean. So he looks at front of house. Mm-hmm. He'd probably be the one in this picture that's been painted. And he'd walk in.
But what is he usually seeing?
He's usually seeing spaghetti.
Just chaos.
Just a massive chaos of stuff. Nothing's organized. Everything's ran. Because a lot of times it's 15, 20, 30 years worth of, oh, shoot, we need to make this work kind of thing. Nah, the projector screen's not working. Let's just,
throw
run
a cable
stuff.
in.
That's just one Sunday.
Yeah.
Now imagine you've got 20 years of Sundays built up.
The scariest phrase that I hear on the phone when someone calls me in to fix something is when the audio guy says, oh, don't worry, I know where every cable goes.
Oh, yeah.
Because what that says to me before I've even seen their sound booth is it's going to be chaos in there. But he's confident. He knows where every cable goes. You know what we find out 9 times out of 10? He does not know where every cable goes. And that's kind of the point we're trying to get to. Why would it be important to keep your sound booth or your backstage or anywhere that you have vital equipment clean? Like, what's the importance of that?
Well, yeah. I mean, it just helps. We talked in another podcast about, like, your mindset, your frame of mind when you're actually, in the moment. So let's say, the band is set up, they're running late, things aren't going right, and the guitar player's like, I just need like a 3-foot XLR cable to plug my pedal board into the system or whatever, and you're running around. I cannot find a single XLR.
Right.
I got one, and it's 100 foot, and I don't want to use that one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like any scenario. If you had an organized area, it doesn't have to be much. You just take your cables and you roll them up, and maybe you mark them, whatever. You make a little wall, hang them on a wall with some pegs, or whatever. I guarantee you what's going to happen is you'll be in that moment where you're needing a cable. You'll be like, I got it. You go over, you pull it out, and you're going to thank yourself. You'll be like, Stuart Dwayne Jenner.
Whoa.
Thank you.
Throwing out the middle name. Thank you. It's really important not just to have places for everything to go. And by the way, creating cable hangers is really easy. And it doesn't need to be complex. You don't even need to know how to build anything to do it. But it'll save you so much time in the long run. The other thing that will save you a lot of time is labeling everything.
Yes.
Because very often you need to do something really quick on the fly. Like I remember doing a lot of productions, and so when we're doing festivals, the rule is we label every cable when we plug it in. Mm-hmm. And the reason is because you'll be 3 hours into a festival, and all of a sudden the lead vocalist mic will go out, and that lead vocalist is getting paid a lot of money to play at that festival, and you're getting paid a lot of money to run sound for them. And every minute that lead vocal's not on is a big deal, right?
Yeah.
And so if I ran up to the snake, I have a 24-channel snake head, and none of my cables are labeled, I have no clue which one I need to pull out and replace. Yeah, it'd be
absolutely.
over just there. So labeling, even dumb things like your snake coming into your board might even have numbers on it, still label it.
Yeah,
because it's way faster for your brain to go kick drum. That was an easy one. That's channel 1. But,
well,
lead vocal.
In churches, not always. We'll get there on another podcast.
Yeah. But, lead vocal. My brain probably doesn't know offhand that that's channel 15. Maybe it does. Some people think like that. But if I can see the label, then I can know. And that's the problem is when you do things on the fly, 30 years of just flipping one cable, and now lead vocal is plugged into channel 3, and it's actually carrying the acoustic guitar because one Sunday something got moved
and
around.
you see that a lot with video too, because you've got projectors, and then you've upgraded, you've got screens, you've got stuff, you've got little HDMI splitters and whatever, and you've got old analog stuff, but then you got some new digital stuff, and then it's all just And you had a guy in the church that doesn't go here anymore,
Yep.
that put it all together because he had an IT company and he sort of thought he knew something, but he's been gone for 10 years. We've heard it all.
And that's just it. A lot of times I walk in and I say, "What's all this gear piled up under the soundboard?" And the guy goes, "I don't know." Man, if you don't know what it is, throw it away. I know, like, people really have trouble, and I don't know if that's an Oklahoma thing or maybe that's, like, nationwide. But, like, if you're replacing your gear, sell it or give it away, or if need be, throw it away. But get it out. You trust me, you will not need it.
No.
You need to clean it up. Otherwise, you're just going to have piles on piles on piles of gear.
Yeah. Yeah. If you don't know, just give us a call. If you need somewhere to donate, we donate to all kinds of ministries.
Yeah. That's the
all
thing. Is a
time.
lot of that gear can be reused.
Yeah, absolutely.
And sometimes churches think they're going to reuse it, but
No.
if it's sat there for more than a year, you're probably not going to reuse it. But the important thing is keep your areas clean so that they're easy to work in.